There's a version of today most Leos will never see, one where the same sky that feels overwhelming is actually handing you the exact tools to fix what has been quietly bothering you for months. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you will know exactly which moment today is yours to use. Something has been shifting under the surface of your life for a while now, Leo, and today the sky finally explains why. Start with the slow movers, because they set the tone for everything else. Neptune and Saturn have both been camped out in your ninth house, the zone tied to travel, foreign connections, and the belief systems that structure how you see the world. In Western tropical astrology, this house governs expansion, philosophy, and the kind of growth that happens when you leave familiar ground. With Saturn there, that growth comes with weight and responsibility. With Neptune there, it comes wrapped in dreams, spirituality, and sometimes escapism. Together, they have been asking you to reconsider a belief, a plan, or a connection to something foreign or unfamiliar. This is not about needing a plane ticket. It is psychological travel. A conversation with someone from another background, an online connection, even a documentary that cracked something open in you, all of it counts. Now layer in the faster moving energy. Mercury, your mind and your voice, is currently sitting in the 12th house, the house of solitude, hidden processes, and the subconscious. That placement alone makes you more absorbent than usual, more likely to pick up on things left unsaid. Add today's moon, which spent the last stretch in the 8th house of intimacy and deep emotional exchange before shifting into Pisces, and you get a very specific weather pattern: heightened sensitivity, a pull toward honesty, and a tendency to feel other people's emotions as though they were your own. Here's where it gets layered even further, because today is not just about the moon and Mercury. There is a new moon happening in Virgo, which sits in your second house of self-worth and resources. New moons mark beginnings, and this one is quietly asking you to reset how you value yourself, especially if anyone around you has been projecting envy or negativity your way. Take a breath here, because this next part matters. You are not meant to fight every battle today. You are meant to choose which ones deserve your energy. That end pattern, the pull between speaking your truth and protecting your peace, is going to show up everywhere today, starting with the people closest to you. In love, the 8th house moon and 12th house Mercury create a rare kind of trine, an easy, flowing aspect that helps buried feelings surface without turning into a performance. If you have been sitting on something related to trust, jealousy, or a fear you have not named out loud, Tay makes it easier to say it plainly instead of building an entire story around it in your head. The key phrase here is specific honesty, not vague hints, not testing someone to see if they notice. Name the feeling, pair it with a clear request, and watch how differently people respond when you stop making them guess. For those of you currently single, this is a naturally warmer stretch. New people are easier to meet, and creative energy is flowing well enough that connections may form around shared ideas or projects rather than just chemistry. If you are partnered, small getaways or quiet one-on-one time land especially well right now, partly because Saturn and Neptune in your 9th house make anything that feels expansive, even a short trip, unusually meaningful. But here is what almost everyone misses about today's chart. That same 12th house Mercury that makes you a great listener in love can quietly drain you in every other part of life if you are not paying attention, and that includes work. Professionally, you are likely to notice people leaning on you more than usual, whether that is a colleague working through a problem out loud or someone expecting you to absorb their stress. The danger is not unkindness, it is overfunctioning. You could lose real hours solving a problem for someone who is not even ready to accept the solution. The move here is not to withdraw, it is to contribute clearly, then release. Say your piece, offer your insight, and then let the conversation move on without you carrying it home. Ambitious Leos should also know that any tension from that Virgo new moon particularly jealousy or unspoken competition from a colleague, is best handled by simply staying visibly focused on your own output. You do not need to respond to insecurity with insecurity. And that steadiness at work sets up something practical, because how you handle your energy today directly affects how you handle your money. Financially, today favors quiet consolidation over big moves. With that Virgo new moon activating your resources sector, this is a naturally good day to reassess a budget, tidy up a financial detail you have been avoiding, or simply notice where your money reflects your actual values. It is not a day for major purchases driven by emotion, especially given how much feeling is already circulating through the chart. Small, grounded adjustments will serve you far better than dramatic ones. Here is what makes today genuinely rare for you, Leo. 3 separate influences: the ninth house pairing of Saturn and Neptune, the flowing aspect between Mercury and the moon, and this Virgo new moon in your money house, are all pointing at the exact same lesson from 3 completely different angles. They are each telling you that real security does not come from controlling how others see you. It comes from trusting your own judgment quietly enough that you stop needing everyone to agree with it. That is the kind of insight most horoscopes will not spell out directly. You just did. Let that settle for a second, because it changes how the rest of today should feel. Physically, you may notice you are more of an emotional sponge than usual, partly because of that 12th house Mercury, and partly because Pisces moon energy softens boundaries. Some Vedic practitioners might suggest specific remedies, certain mantras or planetary colors for placements like these, but only after a full chart reading, since remedies in that tradition are never one size fits all. What is universally safe is simpler. Protect your energy field the way you would protect your phone battery. A short walk, a few minutes of quiet breathing, or even just stepping outside before responding to something emotionally loaded can make a real difference. Cutting back on sugar, something your body may already be asking for, tends to support the emotional steadiness you need right now too. At home and with the people you love most, that same absorbent energy plays out gently. Old wounds tied to family, the kind you have carried quietly for a long time, may feel more ready to loosen their grip today. This is not about a dramatic conversation, it is about an internal release, a decision to stop carrying something that was never fully yours to hold. Socially, you may find you are the one people turn to for honest feedback, and late in the day, that same directness can tip into bluntness if you are not careful. Seek out the friends who can take a straight answer and laugh about it afterward, not the ones who need everything softened. If any travel comes up today, even something small like a conversation with someone from a different background or an unexpected message from far away, pay attention. With Saturn and Neptune still shaping your ninth house, these moments tend to carry more weight than they first appear to. Picture it like standing at a doorway that looks ordinary from the outside, but somehow changes the room you walk into. That is the kind of shift available today, quiet, internal, and easy to miss if you are rushing. For those who like the quick details, today favors colors outside your usual sky blue, and the window between 3 and 4 in the afternoon carries a little extra luck for conversations or decisions you have been putting off. So here is what today is really asking of you. Say the honest thing, but say it once, clearly, and then let it go. Protect your energy the way you would protect anything valuable, without guilt. Trust the quiet financial adjustments over the dramatic ones. And when that old family weight tries to resurface, let it, because releasing it is the whole point. You do not need everyone to understand your journey today, Leo. You just need to keep walking it with your head up, the same steady focus that has carried you through harder days than this one. If this kind of grounded, honest read resonated with you, you know exactly what to do before tomorrow's sky shifts again.